Hi, K.Lee here wants to tell everybody, look, there are some things that you just should not ask your neighbor for and should not be demanded to ask your neighbor for.
Yeah, especially me. Don't ask me to go ask the neighbor.
So
Now,
specifically you or men in general from their wives?
I would probably say men in general.
Okay, K.Lee here's our producer.
Yes. So a few weeks ago, I told you a story about how I woke up and I had a horrible day. Just all the nuances of the day when I woke up were just bad. I stepped in dog poop with a sock that had a hole in it twice, all that. And
Twice.
So, yeah, my day was so bad that my wife had invited over our neighbors who had never been in our home before. And this particular neighbor just had a baby. It was like 5 days old. And while she was there, my dog had gotten into a box of chocolates a few hours before and straight threw up this gross substance all over her shoe, in between her toes. It was nasty. So this is the neighbor the other night that my wife at 10 o'clock at night sends me over to their house to get something. And I'm like, and I'm going to tell you what it is in a minute, but I'm like, heck no. I'm not going over there and asking them for that.
Did you think she was joking at first?
Yeah. And I'm like, no way, you go over there. And she's like, I can't. Look at my feet. They're so swollen because my wife is like 9 months pregnant. And she's got sausages for toes. And I'm like, okay, fine. So it's like 9:45 at night. I live in the back of the neighborhood in the middle of the cul-de-sac. And these people are like 3 houses down from me. When I walk up to the house, there is not one light on. There's no uplighting on. I mean, the house is pitch black. It's 9:45 at night. And you know how when you've gone from light to absolutely no light, like your eyes haven't adjusted yet, and you're just like, you can't see anything. So I'm looking for the front door, and I ring the doorbell. And the wife, I'm sitting there very uncomfortable. I back up off that front step because you don't want to look like menacing, like being right at the front door, like staring as soon as they peek out. So I kind of take a step back and I'm like, okay, this is awkward. This is awkward. And I got to say, I got a $20 bill in my hand because what I'm over there to get, I'm not really sure how to ask for. So I see her turn the light on from the inside. She, is looking out. She sees it's me. And she opens the door part way. And,
well, that's a good sign. At least she opened the door.
And I'm really good with people normally. And I've used to do guerrilla marketing where I'd go door to door. So I have a look.
Yeah, so I do. What was that look you just gave him? He said, I'm usually good with people. And you're like,
yeah, okay.
Yeah, what up with
You'll
that?
see it on the video. The video don't lie. Okay?
We can see you, KK.
It's just your conversations on air suggest otherwise.
Okay.
Wait till you see the video. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
okay.
And this
Control your face, KK.
So these were the words that came out of my mouth. Can I have some breast milk?
Oh, my
What?
goodness.
No, what? No.
And then as soon as I said that, and I don't know why I just came out like, can I have some breast milk?
No.
The husband walks up behind her as I'm saying that, and he's like, and I'm sitting there with a $20 bill in my hand, and I'm like, my wife sent me over here to get some breast milk, your breast milk. And they're like, the husband's like, what in the heck? And she's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, she didn't tell me what this was needed for. She just said that she needed some breast milk.
That's all your wife said, and she didn't explain why?
Go to the neighbor and get some breast milk.
Correct. And that's why I said, heck no. And she said, I can't do it. So, and this is where I'm going to get you guys to guess. So apparently it was for a home remedy. Do you have any idea why my wife would send me over to the neighbor's house to get her breast milk?
People put it in their eyes, right?
Ching, ching.
Nailed it?
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I initially thought you were going to say, like, you didn't have room in your refrigerator, so she was storing some of her own breast milk over at the neighbor's?
From what I understand, my wife's not producing breast milk yet. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah. So But I'm standing there, and I'm like, I don't know what an ounce of breast milk is going for these days. So I brought a 20. Like, what's the market value on the street of an ounce of breast milk? I'm like, I don't know. This is really awkward.
Keep the change.
All right. Are you gonna pump it now? Do I need to turn around? I mean, like, is this fresh? So, I mean, it was the most awkward thing ever.
Sure.
And I should have been like, hey, my wife sent me over here for some breast milk.
Yes.
But I guess they had a conversation way earlier in the day. And I haven't seen her since the dog puked on her foot, nor the husband. And I'm going over there asking for breast milk.
So who's got the
so-
eye problems?
So my daughter was, I guess, had like what she thought was conjunctivitis, maybe
Pink eye.
pink
Okay.
eye,
Yeah.
and I guess that is a home remedy. I'm like, well, this is gross. So I'm like walking with this like vial of like breast milk. They wouldn't accept my 20,
Oh, they get
She's
you.
on-
that was nice.
This one's on me.
It was
This one's on me,
free.
man.
but I will tell you, I don't know if it worked, but this was the night before the neighborhood chili cook-off. And guess whose house won the chili cook-off?
I'm guessing it was
My
me.
house.
Yeah.
Did you put the secret ingredient in?
Yeah, that's right. Breast milk goes good in chili.
Remember when neighbors borrowed cups of sugar?
Right.
Not anymore.
Can I borrow your boob?
Yeah,
Give us some food.
yeah.
Bring it right back.
I'm staring at him. Can I have some breast milk?
You're such a weirdo.
The Bert Show.